have you. I don't want you to have anyone. And if you don't want me, there's something wrong with them, right?
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Igama lami nguSne, and this is my YouTube channel, Intandokazi Beauty Intelligence, Han. So if you've been here before, welcome back, Han. If you are new, please do the right thing and hit the subscribe button. So today I'm gonna be doing a story time. Very first time I'm doing a story time, so I really hope you guys enjoy it. And whilst I'm doing the story time, I'm gonna be sipping on wine because yabona-ke le iyadinga ngempela ukuthi ngibuye ngithi ukuthi tas. This is Robertson's natural sweet. I actually enjoy it. I'm not like a big wine drinker. I enjoy Savannah a lot, but I do enjoy wine, especially if I haven't had it for some time. So that first sip is very, very nice. So yeah, I'm gonna get on with the story time. When I had my son, this happened around age 16, 17. But I had just had my son. I think it was three months old at that time. So I remember whilst I was when I had my son, I stayed with my grandparents at Tulundi, and then towards the time for me to give birth, I came to Durban to stay with my mom because my mom is a nurse. So my grandma figured, your mom will know what to do once it's time for you to give birth, so rather you go and stay there. So I was like, okay, fine, which made a lot of sense. So when I gave birth, I went back home to Ulundi so that ngizokhulisa ingane, and then yeah, ngibona ukuthi ngenzani after that. So when I went back to Ulundi, I had friends from high school who were like obviously looking forward to seeing me and my baby when I come back. So one of my friends, I'm going to call her Snake. So one of my friends called me and said she was going to come on a Saturday to come and see my baby. I think that was within the first week I had come back from Durban. So okay, I'm like, oh, okay, cool, friend, you can come over. Okay, so when she comes with a girl I don't know. I just met her that day, that girl. So I was like, oh, okay. Like, it was kind of awkward because I don't know the person. Why are you bringing her when you've come to meet my child for the first time? But okay, it was okay, cool. So they come here, they take turns to hold the baby, and they're excited over the baby. Yeah, friend, you just had a baby, he's so cute and whatever. I don't remember if it was just the two of them or there was a third person. My mind tells me there was a third person, but I remember these two, the main characters, for a reason. Stick with me, you'll find out. So okay, fine, okay. And then I noticed this girl, engingamazi, she's very obsessed with my baby. She's like, nje, yabo, nje. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe it's just that she loves babies or whatever. So sihlale kancane, and then eventually they leave later on. So my son's father, ngizombiza ngo-spam donor because I mean, uspam donor calls me and he says, njengoba ufikile ngicela ukuthi nge-weekend, I think this was the second week, ngicela ukuthi nge-weekend I'm gonna come and fetch you so that my parents can see the child again. So I'm like, oh, okay, it's fine. So comes that Saturday, and I call him in the morning. Only in the morning he tells me, I'm not around. I went to Fryhead, I think, because he had family in Fryhead. I have family, so I have commitments there. I'm not around, so we won't be able to go see my parents today. So I'm like, okay. I was very upset because I was like, why didn't you tell me this maybe last night so that I don't get up and prep for into engekho. I didn't tell my grandma ukuthi he cancelled because I saw that as an opportunity for me to go and visit my friends. So, and ugogo was never gonna allow me to take my child at 3 months to go and visit friends. So I just decided, let me just take my son and then go visit my friends. I tell ugogo ukuthi usefikile uspam donor, so sesiyahamba. She's like, okay. And she wasn't like peeping outside. I knew ukuthi she's not gonna do that. So if she had done that, she was going to realize ukuthi nginamanga. Okay, fine. Ngithatha umntanami sihambe sovashela abangani bami. So it just so happened ukuthi these friends that I was going to visit, they stayed in the same section as uspam donor. So uspam donor, you know sections like A, B, C. So when I get there, guess who I see first? The very first person I saw when I jumped out of the taxi. No, in fact, I was still in the taxi because it was going to leave me at my friend's place. Guess who I see? I still spam donor. Lo angazi ke mhlawumbe iwele lakhe lasefryhead, but it's whatever. And then I'm like, oh, okay. And then when I get to my friend's place, I tell her ukuthi how yazi uspam donor ubethena fanele siye kubo kanjani because his parents want to see my son. And then one of them is like, "Hi, mfonele umbuze yazi ukujwayela kabi." Okay, I pick up the phone, I call him and I'm like, "I just saw you, brah, and you said you are in Fryhead, so you can't see us today." And then he's like, "Hi, Songwil." I'm like, "Oh, okay." But I must say, the relationship between him and I at that time, yes, we were not getting along at all. So I think no, we were not getting along. So okay, fine. And then when I get to my friend's place, they say, you know, there's this girl that's doing umemulo, so let's go there and just check ukuthi kunjani yabo. Then as we're walking there, in fact we were at the gate because this whole thing was going to be done in a playground. So as we get there, his uspam donor's car passes me and my friends and is going to the same direction that we were going to, and his friends are like, hey, they're greeting us. Hey ninjani, awuphesa umfana omncane lapho, hayi sizombona. Okay, njengoba sizombona ke, actually we're going to the same place that they are going kanti nabo neimpintshi zakhe. Okay, so when we get there, nangu futhi lo girl lo owayefike no snake ekhaya. So njoba sihamba, there's this other friend of mine, I'm gonna call her Loyalty. Okay, so this girl, when we get there, she like embraces my son. She's the first one to want to pick and hold my son. And in my head, I never suspected anything about this girl. I just felt like, oh, she genuinely likes babies. So I don't know, maybe this is someone they just developed a friendship with, who joined the group or whatever whilst I was away to give birth. So I'm gonna be nice towards her, obviously. Okay, so my friends were very familiar with uspam donor because they knew him. Bebemjwayele actually. So they walk towards him, his car with the baby, and then he comes out of the car, and whatever. Okay, he holds his baby. But I don't want to lie, at that time, he was a present father. He became sperm donor when my son turned a year old, because that's the time he completely cut ties and turned his back. Okay, fine. So he comes out and holding his baby and whatever. So they bring the baby back to me. I don't remember if we spoke that time we were there in my grounding, but I think we spoke briefly, and he was like, no, hayi ngisheshe ngabuya eFryhead la bengisi ngiyakhona and what not. Then kwaphela nje kanjani. So when I was leaving, I didn't tell him I was leaving. I think he saw me leaving the playground, or someone told him, I don't know. But when we left, he followed us. So njoba sihamba khona it's me, Snake, Loyalty, and a few other friends, and this girl included. So njengoba sihamba, uLoyalty athi kimi, Snake, who is this girl? Do you know her? uLoyalty kathi nayo intombazana akayazi. Then I'm like, no, angimazi. She came with uSnake the other day when they came to see my son. And then she's like, hey, I just don't understand her vibe. I don't know her. Then I'm like, well, nama ngimazi as well, Snake. So, okay, fine. And then uSperm Donor comes from behind with his car. And then his car was a Hilux van, and it didn't have a canopy. So, okay. Then I jump in front with the baby, and then the rest of the girls jump at the back. So he takes us to my friend's house, because he was like, okay, so since you're here already, I was thinking maybe we should just go to my parents' house. He's excited. Okay, I'm like, oh, okay, fine, but I have to go get my bag at Snake's house, because I'm going home after that anyways. Then he's like, oh, okay, let's stop by then and then get the bag. Okay. So when we stop at my friend's house, and then when I jump out from the front, this girl jumps off from the back of the car. Njoba ngiphuma ngala, yena, she's jumping off to Sperm Donor's window. And then ulokesha Loyalty nalapho uthi, hey Snake, this girl, whilst Loyalty and I are speaking, mangiphakamisa amehlo, hayibo, ugirl no Sperm Donor, nwa. Yabo futhi lo ncwa lo, hey, yabo ngivele ngishaye ngathi, you know, when you see something, mina-ke I don't react, Bandla. I'm not a reactor, and I don't physically fight for a man. Every time I've had an argument with another girl over a man, it's because she started it. I don't do that. I don't do that. Well, that like I don't, because I honestly believe ukuthi indoda should fight for me, and in relationship isebenza ngokuthi indoda kube iyona that chases me, and then obviously if I can see the guy is for me, I'm going to also put in the effort, because shuthi we are fighting together. Hayi ukuthi ngizoxabana nentombazane over indoda, and then indoda is just there like, what if ngiyalwa kanti mina vele ngafuna? And in that case ke vele kuzobe mina ke vele ngafuna. Okay, so uLoyalty kanti njengoba ngibona lento le noLoyalty uyayibona, sabukana noLoyalty. The rest of the girls, they didn't pay much attention to it. In fact, they didn't see it. Let me just say that. So Loyalty and I Oh, Loyalty grabs me and she says, Asambi Snake, ngifuna ukukhuluma nawe. And then we walk to what's Snake's house. Snake follows behind and her sister. Her sister has always been a sweetheart. She's still a sweetheart. Naman just being in Elana on Facebook and whatever. I don't have anything against her. So, masingena endlini, uLoyalty is like, hey bo, where's Ned? Did you see what just happened? And I'm like, who is this girl? And then everyone is like, hey, asazi nje, including Snake. Snake, uyena wayeyazi kahle indaba. Hey, asazi nje, how, asazi, I didn't see them kissing mina. Then I'm just like, lapho Loyalty uphampeke udlula mina. She's like, what the F is happening in front of you, Snake? And I'm like, you know what? I was very upset, I don't want to lie, but I don't know, I just didn't react. So, okay, we go back to the car, and I didn't speak to Spam Donor, and he was like, I think he realized what I saw, and he kept saying like, Yinda ngathi awusekho nje right. Yeah, why you being nje, askis, why you being grumpy now all of a sudden? I'm like, no, it's nothing. Uyazazi phela wena izinto zakho zenzayo. So we all go to his parents' house, including my friends and sonke nje. We go to his parents' house, and then when we get there, umama kaSpam Donor, she walked out when I came in. She walked out, followed her son, because her son came in with me and then walked back to the car, and then his mom followed him. When his mom comes back, he's like, hey, mntanami, ubabagada bangani? Ngiyakubona uhamba nabangani lapha bagcwele imoto, ubagada bangani mntanami? I just knew what she was talking about, because I realized ukuthi ayike mhlawumbe ubaficeke bekoteleneke or whatever emotweni. And then my friends also came in because that house was just newly built. So Spam Donor was like, yeah, I want to give y'all a house tour and whatever. Okay, so he did that stupid house tour, and then sangena sonke emotweni sahamba. Okay, so when I get home, I start sending texts to Spam Donor. Why wenza kanje? Why this girl? Whatever. So my problem was not with Spam Donor kangako in that situation. My problem was with Snake, because Snake, you are supposed to be my friend. Why do you bring a girl to come and meet my son, knowing very well ukuthi kanti she's with Spam Donor? Hi phela mina, it wasn't my business to tell you and whatnot. I knew very well there was something there. It's just that I didn't know it was official already. Telling lies. And Loyalty and Snake were very close, but that time Loyalty was very, very disappointed, and she was angry at the whole situation. So fast forward, obviously there was drama within that, but it wasn't a lot of drama. It's just that when you just had a child with someone and you are young, mind you, akukho mnandi ukuthi kwenzeke izinto ezikanjalo, especially right before your eyes. And on top of that, you are betrayed. It includes your friend betraying you, because now I didn't understand which girl, where do your loyalties lie? Are you with me or with this girl? And I actually realized ukuthi lapha emagrounding I looked very stupid, because a lot of people knew ukuthi intombi kaSpam Donor le imina nje owayengazi. So lokho ngikufind out ngokuthi usesomdala womunye wabangani bami, when she realized what I had found out, because we met days after that whole incident, she's like, how Kanti wena, didn't you know ukuthi intombi kaSpam donor le? Yes, we were looking at you and we were like, yo, usne hayi cha unenhliziyo enhle. She's letting i-girlfriend yaSpam donor hold her child. Hayi cha shuthi hayi ugirl unenhliziyo enhle. And I was like, I had no idea. And I don't want to lie, they were all like very disappointed with how, but Snake, she knew that. Why? Ebengakutsheli, yabo. So I was like, nakumina lokho, it's questionable. Okay, so the friendship continued for a while, but mina angixolanga mina. And you know why I say angixolanga? Because when Snake had an altercation with Loyalty, guess who she called? I think she texted me, food. She had like, I don't know if they had an argument, and I think I was back in Durban by that time. I think they had an argument, or they just had something that made Snake feel like Loyalty was betraying her and whatever. And then she sent me a message, yeah, you'll never guess, friend, Loyalty did this and this and that to me, and I don't appreciate it. I feel like she umhlanganyela nezitha. And do you know what I said? I said, yeah, it serves you right. She's giving you a taste of your own medicine. You brought someone here knowing very well ukuthi they are with Spam donor. Now do you really expect me to defend you? Till today we've never got along. We've never angazi nokuthi ngamgcina nini, and I'm not interested. And in fact, not ukuthi I don't hate her. I just don't care about her. I don't feel anything about towards her. And me and Loyalty are still cool. She showed me from that time ukuthi she's a loyal girl. We are still cool. We still talk. She asked about my Intandokazi packages. We are cool. From that situation, that's the very first time I learned ukuthi never ever trust umuntu. Never ever say you know your friend like you know the back of your hand, because that situation taught me ukuthi umngani. And from that time angiphindanga nje ngaba nento yomngani umngani. Ngize ngaba nomngani manje sengimdala ngo 2019. She was a colleague first, and then 2018 actually, because we started working elsewhere and then we went to that hellhole esigcine sisebenza kuyona. So that's the only person engibe umngani naye. Njoba sengimdala nje, I'm 35 years old now. From that time when I was 16, 17, I never ever had a friend after that ever again. Lo engizothi mangihlezi endlini azongivashela, or let's go lapha friend, or I'm telling you, ngafunda lapho nje ukuthi into ekuthiwa umngani nje mina, thank you. And so much that even with family yami, I used to seem so weird ukuthi usine nje, she doesn't have friend. Yabo kwakuthi mangibuza ukuthi wena sine abangani bakho, ngithi nje into ekuthiwa umngani nje mina ngihlangana naye. I used to say like into ekuthiwa umngani ngihlangana naye, until I told them ukuthi umngani wangenza kanje mina. So nje bandla, that is why you shouldn't trust a friend and you shouldn't think you know your friend. So yeah, but growing older now, I got myself a friend and she's very cool. I love her so much. And yeah, that's my story time. And I don't want to lie, I don't hate these people. I don't care about them actually. But I was just sharing this experience, which ngibona engathi mina yangikhulisa, because I got to realize how friends are, And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon on my next video. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button. I love you guys.